welcome back to Pirate Adventures. Where we last left off, a few shopping visits happened, but the main thing was the mutiny. Now, from this mutiny, Vaela, Bonnie's NPC backup character, let's say, took the limelight. Now, in this respect, just to be clear, Bonnie will be assuming Vaela in future, and most circumstances, but maybe the odd few where I don't, will be assuming Gruzeal from this moment forward, essentially. But the most exciting part where we left off, I will begin the description again. Watched in the distance a ship coming towards you, a smaller than average keel boat, donned with the black flag, bearing a white skull, 2 eye patches. On of this ship, you see a single helmsman pulling the ship aground, tries to gain speed from its chasing predator. A sea serpent, not much shorter than the length of this smaller ship, wearing yellowed skin and pupilless eyes. This serpent thrashes its body against the ship, definitely causing damage to the hull. The ship will never escape this snake by itself. As the ship is slowing, taking more damage as it does, sense that this serpent's entire aim, in its entire rage, is purely to sink the ship and claim its prey. All else from the scene you can see is above, dancing in the bright sky, a colourful parrot bearing shades of red and green, flying above, seemingly an audience to this ensuing chaos of the scene below. It begins to get closer and closer. You'd say it's probably, I don't know, like maybe about 150 to 160 feet away. You notice that he's not alone on this deck. There are statues, different fixtures aboard this ship, clung onto masts, banisters, and anything else that could be clung onto by a sailor. Only this single helmsman is moving as he tries to get his way away from this serpent. One hand, sea weathered on the helm, the other wielding a blade pointing towards the flickering tail of this beast as he parries it away. Eyes blinker for a moment. Is he? Yep. Yeah, he's laughing. He's seemingly very, very much laughing to himself in a maniacal or very heartily way.
Creepy.
You all do.
So I wouldn't have made it to the captain's quarters then. I would have, if this was going on, I assume.
Literally, someone would have said just as you were going to go to your captain's quarters, and then you would have spotted this. It's a bright day, so it's a clear view, so you can all see this happening.
Can we have a map, GM, so we all know where we are?
I will get you a map.
Is it? Can those who know the different flags of the pirate council and crew around? Is it obvious to know who the flag belongs to?
So for those with pirate knowledge, which I think is fair to say is Alarias, and I think Vaela in some respect would somewhat know some pirate knowledge, but probably not this. It's none of the council. It's not a member of the council, but this seems to be the mark of No-Eyed Bill. That's No-Eyed Bill's flag.
That's all I need to hear.
Yeah. Well. Well. Looks like we've got an example here of the creatures of the sea attacking one that's annoyed it. I say we just let them have at it. Why don't we just let them have it?
I believe that's no idea.
Yeah, that's a legendary no-eyed bill. We can't leave him to die, his ship to die.
Why?
It's a legend.
If he dies, his ship will sink. We can claim it for ourselves. Claim the spoils.
No, he may have key knowledge that I need on the timekeepers.
We can't let ships sink.
Hmm.
The fleet outnumber us as it is.
What does he have that you will find so valuable, Alarias?
He's some way tied to these timekeepers. Something that me and Grazil were interested in.
Why would I care about timekeepers? We have sundials.
Because they're most of the powerful beings on this world.
It's the pirate code and all that. Anyway, we help pirate in need.
If you want power, you seek out the timekeepers.
And this one can get us there, can they? Can he?
He's some way tied to it for sure. Well, that's what the book tells me anyway.
We are hard pressed for allies.
That being true. Righty then. I guess we just see what this ship can do. Let's turn up to it, side on, blast it with everything that we've got. Alarias, you've got your magic, fire at it from will. I'm sure you can. If your spells can reach it, Elizora, you do the same. Deckhands and Master of Arms, get to your stations. Let's see if we can save this. What was his name?
No, I bill.
No. Huh. Okay. As you do. That raises a lot of questions, but we'll in due time. Right, let's see if we can save this no-eyed Bill and get this power that he so knows. Alright. So we'll do that. So we're gonna try and go on sidewards on for the ballistic and target it, and the mangonel. I assume we can't really get to it with the other ballista because you said it's like 180 or something.
So you essentially have the range in front of you.
Yeah. So the one on the right hand side can't shoot on the left hand side.
Yeah, no, it can't spin back. Basically, no.
Best to take.
that would be possibly very dangerous for your crew.
Yeah. No. Best to take take this creature from the rear. Less teethy. Grazil,
Grazil,
I don't. You're supposed to be a monster expert. Any idea what this thing is?
No.
Just straight.
Winning points here, Grazil. Very, well done there.
It's not of my home.
I see. Righty then. To arms, crew. So I suppose she would be where the helmsman is, I guess. Sort of pointing directions out. So he's instructed Alarias and Elizora and basically anyone of magic ability to shoot from afar, and the deckhands, Master of Arms. So who's it? No, Archer to man the ballista. And I suppose Elena can't really do it. Probably just get one of the deckhands or anyone else who's willing to. Yeah, probably have to be a deckhand to arm the mangonel. That as well. I don't know if. Yeah.
I'll use guidance.
Yeah, so summon Tim and
just to buff Archer's shot.
Ah, cool.
Guidance on Archer, okay.
It depends how much time do we have to prepare? Was I can? Oh no, that's concentration. Sorry.
They're not very close. I'm just trying to set up distances in this other map just to make sure it's actually correct.
Oh yeah. Take your time. So what should be our strategy here?
I suppose the best thing to do is to try and take out. I think ideally you want to take out its movement or senses. I guess.
Yes.
So you want to go for. The thing is, you don't want to ideally go for the eyes, but obviously that's gonna if you hit something in the eye, you're going to turn its attention towards us, and we don't want to do that.
That's-
Ideally, want
That
to
was
keep
my idea.
because you want to keep its attention off us, but damaging it from afar. Hence, kind of why hitting at it from behind. But obviously, that's not going. I don't think it's going to do enough damage to the thing.
May I interject just a quick second? Can I ask everyone not to hold off firing on this thing before, so I can get a quick chit chat with the thing?
You can do that.
I have some friends in the I have friends in the deep. Maybe I can try and communicate.
Talk to
If
fish.
it's much more complicated than that, I don't want to go into it. It's just with some of my friends on the other side.
So just how close must we get to the beast for you to converse with it? You'll be losing us valuable shooting time.
So at this
As
point,
far
you're
as-
probably about 135 feet away. So Elizora, for your ability, you're getting close.
It's no further, no closer than my own firing range. So if you want me to be effective in battle, I gotta get close enough to talk to it anyway.
Well,
Okay.
I suggest then everyone get ready, prepare yourselves. The moment the communications break down, we open fire.
Yes.
But I'm not going to give you that long, Elizora.
Perhaps ask it if it has any fatal weaknesses.
No,
Like it'll tell me that.
I'm sure there's. The eyes tend to work, I find.
Yes, ask after its eyes.
While this is happening, Taska, you obviously see the same scene. What are your initial reactions to do?
Cal, what kind of creature this is? Is it anything I've ever seen before or heard about before from sort of the general scene?
Roll a history check.
History check? I was expecting a
Hmm.
nature check, but cool, I'll roll you a history check. Oh shit, hang on.
This isn't something you've come against before, nor is it something that's common in nature that you would have experienced before, but it may be something that you might have read about.
Fair, I rolled a 17.
17. This looks like some kind of sea serpent that could be dangerous. You can't quite think of the details. Obviously, it's a sea serpent. It's not something
Big,
you're
big,
aware of. And for that
big.
fact, being that fact that you're not aware of it, slightly scares you.
Yeah. And quite possibly it's petrified the entire crew of this ship. Her plan is
You
gonna
should
be-
have control of that very, very tiny ship.
All the more reason to stay away from his eyes, I suppose.
Yes,
But-
I can move tiny boat. Cool. In that case, I think her plan is going to see if she can rescue the remaining surviving crew member, basically by doing a loop. I'll draw you a shape like that. Come up on the blind side of the ship to where the serpent is.
Okay.
And shout
Hmm?
and see if she can rescue the.
Okay, so the movement of your ship. So
60
this
foot?
distance is triple. So your
Yeah.
plan is to get around the side and that kind of
Yes, so
thing.
she'd-
Okay.
She'd probably sort of sail over here on her next turn, planning to do sort of the bring it round to the side.
Okay.
The
So
ship.
let's
the
decide
helms-
where
so that the helmsman could, if they wanted to, climb down.
and
she can
leap
fuck
over
off.
to your boat.
Presumably,
Okay.
this ship is moving a lot slower than I currently.
It is moving a lot slower than your ship will be able to. I would like everyone to roll initiative, please.
I've been involved in the deckside combat.
Sorry.
I mean,
say that
it would
again.
mean all people would be called to arms. Whether Umbra necessarily listens to that is a whole different,
I don't know. It depends. All right, he'll head up slowly.
You basically helped in make sure she was captain. I would expect you to go up.
Yeah, true. Oh yeah, no, Umbra
Well,
will
plus I think
head
everyone's
over.
on deck anyway, because this is just after she became
this
captain, so
is
we're probably all
literally
still there
just
anyway.
after.
So,
Okay, fine.
yeah. I've got my number.
I've got my numbers. It's a good day for me.
4.
You'll all be happy to hear.
Vaela got a 4. Rolled a 1.
Nice. Well done.
I got
Good
6.
start, Captain, that is.
Hey, of all rolls to get a 1 on,
And
that
initiative is
the
what you
best.
want it. Initiative is what you want the 1 on.
Yeah, I suppose if you are going to crit fail, initiative is not the not the worst thing to crit fail on.
20 to 25, anyone?
20.
20.
Very
Elizora, yeah?
Not anyone
Checking
else.
my Good. Just double checking because I've
Mhm.
got lag in some places. 15 to 20.
Choose Kirby.
15 to 20.
Going once.
No one? Anyone? Okay. 10 to
God.
15.
Me. I'm 11.
11 for Taska.
God, we
Anyone
suck
else?
at initiative, don't we? So bad.
Come on,
yourself.
guys. 5 to 10.
Yeah, I got
6.
5.
Jesus Christ, you rolled a well shit.
So a 6 for Alarias and a 5 for Umbra. Tim, what did you get?
You got 5, I think.
Oh, you got a 5 as well.
Sorry, I've just realised I'm muted. I got 5 as well. I've just re-rolled and got a 17. Haiss.
Because you both rolled a 5.
Well, to be honest, I'm
Um,
pretty sure Umbra's dex is more than yours, so I'm happy for
19 on
to go
my
first.
reroll anyway.
Oh, okay, there you go. So
I'm watching you.
Umbra gets the old 5.5. There we are. Lucky you, Elizora. You are first.
A good start to
Initiative.
everything.
The ship technically has its own order and initiative. I will leave it up to you, Captain Vaela, if it's going on your turn, or if you want to roll its own initiative, which I will track.
Oh, but it kind of makes sense having its own. Well, it acts different to me, doesn't it? So I can still do stuff.
It's yeah, you can still do stuff. Essentially, the ship's turn
Yeah.
is what the crew will be.
Yeah. So in
manning.
my mind, yeah, it makes sense for it to have its own role because they're kind of acting separately to me.
Okay, so could
So-
you roll the initiative of the ship, please?
Uh,
If you've got the sailing ship stats,
Not-
that will give you your dex.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
do I
don't.
need to roll
Can you
for
just tell me what it
mine?
is for now? While I
-2. Dex.
-2
I think,
dex.
yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure it's -2.
15.
15.
Yep, sailing ship, didn't you say? Yep, I've added it to my.
It's on your, it's on,
Roll
it's
for
on your,
my
it's on your
ship, or
bone
should I
blade
just go on
inventory,
my
Sonny.
go?
Of course.
It's up to you, Taska.
I'll just have it go on my go, otherwise I'll forget.
Okay, cool. So
Easier that way. If
you
you're
and
happy
your
with that.
ship go at the same time, and obviously, as I said to you before, if you leave your ship no longer has any turns.
Yeah, no, it just sort of hangs about.
What's the equivalent of pace in combat for the
Haste.
ship? It says
It's-
5 miles per hour.
It's okay,
But-
so it's still feet because it's mentioned in the sails. So you should have 45 feet of movement.
Yep, 45 feet of movement, 15
Okay.
into the wind, 60 with the wind.
And if you take damage, that gets reduced.
Hmm.
Specifically, sail damage.
I'd be shocked if this thing
I
hits
will-
our sails. It's probably going to go straight
I-
to that hole.
I will leave Captain Vaela to decide how she wants to manage that information, but I will be.
Where's the wind?
Be
With an
fair.
arrow.
Well, the wind's been on your side. Yeah, so the wind. I will give you an arrow for the wind. A poor arrow.
That's.
Tell you what, I
You
will
know
I
there's
will
That's
just
not-
select that really poorly drawn arrow.
Oh, could have been something else there.
That was a very dangerous.
Where's that going? If I select that bit, maybe just
There you
rotate
go,
that a
I've
little
given
bit.
Oh my word.
Oh, actually, yeah, I'd much prefer.
all
So
them
the
win.
wind is heading. Let me just get this right. There we are. That direction.
Cool.
Focus on the point more than the line by the way.
Yeah, it's a bit of a
Yeah,
wonky
yeah.
line, I'm afraid.
Ah, that's alright. Elizora, you are first. You are about 135 feet away.
I'll hold
Ship
my
moves.
turn until I can talk to it.
I was going to say, so you're ready in action to be within range to talk to it. Is there anything
basi-
you want to say specifically?
They're large and huge. What are you doing attacking that ship there?
Take them, mate.
Taska. Of course, you're next. So, do you remember? Do you still have the notes about your ship? Because it's slightly different for the fact that it has a sail.
Yeah, I've got 45 regular, 60 into the wind, something else. It's the same as the other ship.
Yeah. So, speed-wise, got the same as a sailing ship, but
Wow.
you are
But
far
I'm
smaller.
small.
Impressive.
Well, if you have a sail but a lot less air resistance, kind of works out.
Yeah. Right, what do I count as? Sailing into the wind at the moment?
So,
Because I
if
was
you're going,
going like that
You're
sort
kind of going
thing.
perpendicular, aren't you? So
Yeah.
Yeah. Neither harmed nor affected by it.
yeah, it's
Hacking.
probably base, I'd imagine.
45 foot. What's 45 foot divided by 3?
15.
15.
Okay, that means I can get to about there, I guess.
Ooh, okay, cool. Okay, and next we have dogs. Jesus. Oh, okay, that thing. So that thing is going to attack the ship that dear old Bill is on. That's a hit for the hull.
Confirmed that it is actually no wide bill that's on the ship. We weren't sure. Didn't know.
Well,
Well, you knew the flag.
Oh, we knew
dear
the
old
flag.
Bill's ship. So you know.
You never know. Someone could have taken it. You never know.
Are they bluffing you right now? Someone's still could have taken it.
Yeah.
I mean, the
It
benefit
could be a
of
fake no-eyed bill.
no video at the moment is you have no idea what my face is doing.
It's very true. This is the benefit of like distance GMing.
Okay, so you see it bite a chunk out of the hull,
Chunk.
and quite a hefty chunk it is.
What is his ship compared to ours?
It's a keelboat. But it's a small keelboat. It's not very large.
Okay. Our ship's bigger than that thing is.
But your ship's like a decent sized sailing ship.
Cool.
Not quite a galleon, but
Yeah, yeah.
more like a, what's the word? Caravel. What's the other one? Frigate. You're more like a frigate.
All the
Totally
more reason to
fucking
attack
tapped.
from behind so he can keep away from that jaw of his.
Hope it doesn't go after mine. I've got a much smaller hole than you.
Hmm.
I mean, my sort of plan was to kind of go like over here and then around here. So in theory, you can kind of get like 2 lots of shooting in. So you can, while you're going around, like the first going behind it, you can shoot from the right hand side. As we're turning, you can shoot from the left.
Apologies, I forgot to redo my turn order. So if you want to do the ship's stuff now.
So movement, I think, is going to be all the 3 actions of this. So it's going to move for all 3 of it.
Okay, you should be able to move the ship.
Seeing how far is 45. So that's handy.
Well, it's triple distance.
Yeah, but I'm doing it 3
Yeah,
times.
but if we're doing all
it's-
3.
so it's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
much the
you're right.
same.
Yeah,
So it's
good point.
pretty much basically there. Is very handy.
Perfect.
Perfect place to be.
Partway through the movement, your thing triggers Elizora.
Hooray!
There is no response yet.
Come on now, don't be all shy on me.
Alarias, what do you want to
You
do?
know you want to talk.
Right, Elizora, you've got until we turn around.
So we're a
Right.
bit closer. I'm not going to attack obviously yet until Elizora gives some sort of hint. I'm going to give it a chance. I'm just going to prepare. Trying to think what range. What range are we at? I mean, we're pretty close. Yeah, I'll probably just prepare chromatic orb.
Where are we? So we're. If you're in there.
Within 30 feet.
Yeah, about.
Yeah,
30,
that's
30,
fine.
30 to 40 feet.
Yeah, I'll just prepare chromatic orb. I think.
Parachromatic orb. Cool. Umbra.
How far away are we from it?
30, about
Roughly?
30 foot.
About 30 feet.
I'll just hold an action to lob one of my fire potions if it breaks, if like talks break down.
Mm.
But I'm just kind of curious in this creature anyway, so he kind of doesn't want to kill it if he can help it.
Thing he's ever met, he does want to kill.
Talk. We can talk, you and I. Let's talk a bit.
Yeah,
Break off from
I'm
that
just gonna
shit.
go for the dialogue.
Okay. Tim.
You don't need to attack.
I think I will prepare a ray of enfeeblement for when communications break down.
Nice.
Okay.
Name.
Oh yeah, we're all full rested. Not about that. Long rested. Nice.
Vaela.
Oh, I forgot we long rested. Interesting.
Vaela will just carry on instructing the crew, I think, at this point. She will
prepared.
ready an action to cast. Actually, would this work on a creature? It's got to have intelligence 4 or less, surely. So that's probably not.
Just double check that.
I don't know. It's like a dragony kind of thing, right?
It might not.
Yeah, because I've got Tasha's hideous laughter. But it doesn't work if the creature has 4 or less intelligence score, which would be
I
hilarious.
guess the question is whether you want to try it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What level is that? A level 1?
it's a level 1.
I reckon give it a go.
You reckon?
Yeah.
All right. Does it break out on damage? Target.
No, it's just one turn, if I remember.
Oh no!
right.
Each time it takes damage, it can make the save again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she'll prepare Tasha's hideous laughter. If stuff breaks down.
Preparing the spell, you're spending the slot.
Yeah. Or should I just go straight for the damage? Fuck it, damage. This is Vaela we're talking about. Chromatic orb. She will ready chromatic orb for when.
Chromatic orb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I need to decide an element now, or can I do that when I cast it?
You can do that when you cast it. I'll give you that. You see the helmsman sheath his scimitar as the tail attempts to thrash back up towards him. His hands grow a frost around them, and he casts a spell. And this ghostly skeletal hand projects out and goes after the serpent. Oh my god, nat 20. That's a good time to get a nat 20 for you guys. That's wow. Why would I do that? The level caster is he? Oh god. Fucking hell, I've really helped you out here. Jesus. That's not what I wanted.
Sucks to be you.
Hell. So you see this like skeletal hand just almost sink into the serpent and grab at its spine.
Ew.
Blimey.
Yeah. Yep.
It's nasty.
Totally expected that. Fucking hell. Right. And it really shocks the serpent. It's very hurt. You hear Elizora in your mind. Kill for mother. Help. Please.
Mother, who? What? Explain yourself.
I thought kill. And Elizora, we are back up to your go.
There's got to be something tastier in there elsewhere than the ship.
Kill. Take it. Is that better?
Yeah.
Take what?
Got that. We got that one.
What the hell you want? Tell me what you need, lizard thing.
Use nouns.
Use your words, sea serpent.
I don't have time to teach you the old English language.
Help me. Take it.
Hmm.
You go away and I'll take it. It's much easier
Trust.
than you can.
How trust.
I'm talking to you, Anna. We're on the same side.
It.
You piss off.
Give it to mother.
Yes, mother. Yes, of course. You piss off and I'll deliver it. You do not need to die.
Roll persuasion.
Sounds like
Holding it on
sounds like a bad idea to promise something we're not going to do.
You don't know that. So
The
unnatural
serpent
20.
sounds receptive.
It's a 16 plus 4, so unnatural 20. You no good to your mother dead.
Did mother send you?
Of course.
Oh my god.
Roll deception.
Hey, you gotta roll some kind of lying thing at this point. You are
a better
having it
roll,
on something horrible.
23.
Wow.
If only told me what mother is.
Mother wants me to leave.
Of course. Who is mother? Where is she laying now?
No.
And I'll deliver to her. She moves quite a lot.
No, mother. Otherwise, how did she send you?
You
Hmm.
blew it.
Yeah.
She spoke to me. She moves.
You fucked it up.
Yeah.
Roll deception again, but with disadvantage.
Oh.
That's a-
Generous of you, Arthur.
Well,
I just want to see.
Okay, 16.
What with
Lowest I got was
disadvantage?
12.
got a +4 to deception.
I do got plus 12. Lowest roll was a 12, so 16 total.
What do I do about the other one?
They're not part of it. They're not. Of course. Yes. Whoever they are. Not saying it to him, not saying it to it, but to herself.
He will get a distance, but I will watch.
Tell me where mother is, and I'll deliver it.
If mother sent you, mother would have told you what you should know.
Sometimes mother's a lying whore.
Wow.
She done tell us everything.
Oh,
Holy
God.
shit.
Quickly.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh jeez.
What'd you say, Arthur?
You insult mother.
Sometimes she insults me, I insult her. It's all good.
Oh my god.
It's a love-hate relationship. You know what it's like.
Just mothers.
Oh my god. Wow.
So
You can't
here's
keep
the interesting part. It will begin swimming towards you.
Oh.
I don't know how everyone else will react to the knowledge that
Does
it's
it-
swimming towards
does
you.
it look
aggressive
does it
or-
look angry?
It's swimming towards you. That's all you can see.
But is it aggressive swimming, or is it like calm swimming?
What do you mean aggressive
You can
swimming?
assume it's aggressive
No,
swimming.
is it like frothing at the mouth, trying to get to it?
No,
or is
or it
it
could
just
Doesn't have
It's-
much of
it's
an expression.
like casual?
So, as a sea
Hold up
serpent,
your
most of its
flag.
swimming is done under the water. I'm
And
going to say
cross.
you can't see if it's frothing.
Could Grazil know if it's angry swimming?
I'll tell you what, Gruzeal, and I'll let you roll this, can
Okay.
have a
Very generous
a
there, Arthur.
animal handling check.
Okay,
Did this
dear
trigger our
Stella.
reactions? Does this count as communication?
Well, this
breaking
this
down?
this is what my question
Yes, it
is.
does,
Would you
it does,
consider
it
this
does.
as it
Okay,
breaking
yeah.
down?
That's what we're trying to
It's
figure
up
out.
to you to decide.
We didn't
Doesn't
hear
matter.
what
I don't
Elizora
want to do
was saying.
anything. So.
And Elizora will say, "Fire is away from the ship.
I
No,
got
our bill's safe. Let's kill the thing."
okay. Well, I got
Oh, there you
17,
go.
but to be fair, like based on that,
Yeah,
enough.
everyone's going to attack.
What I'll say is, Gruzeal, to you, this serpent doesn't look like it's swimming aggressively. Now, can everybody do the attack rolls for their spell attacks, please?
damn it. Oh, well, based on
Elizora gave the order.
based on Elizora's comment,
Yeah.
Vaela will basically command the crew. Right, crew, open fire.
Yeah, no, I know. So,
And
Can I
that's-
get my action as well, or is that the whole conversation?
I think the whole conversation was your action. You got a few
That's
deceptions
fine.
and persuasions in there.
right.
I just
So
Done.
order of how do we want to order this? Because we all did.
So we'll order it in combat order. So we'll go with Alarias' held action first.
Okay, just thinking. I think Thunder's the best. Yeah, I'll go with Thunder.
Yeah.
Second level slot. That's unnatural 20.
Yep,
To hit.
that's a hit.
Get 48.
Nice.
Damn.
I wish I was rolling better. God. Well, that's 13 thunder damage.
Next we have Umbra, your held action.
One of his potions. 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
It's an 8d10. 7 fire damage.
Okay. And then we have Tim. What were you doing again?
24. He is enfeebled by my ray of enfeeblement.
Could you tell me what Ray Enfeeblement does?
Halves his damage with weapon attacks that use strength. I
Nice.
assume his like bite and stuff are weapons. At the end of each of the target's turns, it makes a Constitution saving throw. On a success, the spell ends, and it's concentration too.
Okay, so Ray of Enfeeblement. Just gonna mark him for that.
A black beam of enervating energy springs from your finger.
yeah.
Dramatic.
Not that. Right, there you go. So he is enfeebled.
Sick.
What's enervating
And-
energy? I don't even know how you. What does that even mean?
Innovating energy.
It means
Innovates is
energy
spelling
that
wow.
makes you lethargic.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Tim, your magic looks more filthy than me.
Nothing looks more filthy than you, wizard! He's
I mean, come
firing
on.
this nasty
Yeah.
emperor flag
That-
magic out of his
that's
hands.
pretty good, yeah. Umbra? No, did Umbra. Vaela?
Yep. So chromatic orb. Probably go thunder as well. Why not?
I'm not gonna lie, I really am annoyed you didn't do Tasha's Hideous Laughter. I will reveal that this
I mean,
thing has less than 4.
Oh, does it
Oh,
have less
nice.
than 4? Okay. Definitely.
Hence why Elizora was getting away with so much.
So 13 plus 4, 17 to hit.
17 to hit.
Yes.
That is a miss.
Wow.
Wow, interesting.
That's a high AC. Okay.
Indeed.
Yes.
Because it's in the water as well.
Being
Yeah.
being under the water may have assisted it, but yes.
Ah.
Okay, so that is all the held actions from Elizora's conversation. We are now down to that. Sorry, what's Vaela's passive perception? I don't have it down. I just
14.
want to double check something.
14.
Okay, that's
You need
fine.
Mine as well.
No, I've already got yours from last time.
Okay, cool.
Thank you. It's only because Sonny did the swap over that I forgot to update my combat sheet.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. So that's happening. Oh, not that. There, so. Oh god, when you drop the big metal dice on your table. Read that, Mark? No? Okay.
What dice trays are for?
I missed. I fumbled it. That was not
Ah,
not
I
on
see.
purpose.
Oh,
Did I
okay.
check? Well,
That one on
Very
the dice
much
roll.
an accidental fumble.
Yeah, roll dex to roll dice.
Okay, it's the Bone Blades go.
Is that the name of the ship?
That is the ship. At the moment, actually, I haven't asked you if you wanted to change the name of the ship.
I don't. Well, it's not really a pirate thing. Like once a name,
Go first.
once a ship is named, you don't really like. That's the name of the ship. You don't really change it. So
It's the bone breaker before, so
I guess I don't think she would necessarily change the name of the ship.
It will be renamed when the time is right.
Maybe.
It's earned the rename.
Probably Joylif's fucking
I'd-
presence or something.
That was my plan.
I think I have some ideas on what you would call the ship. So
Okay.
yeah. Anyway,
Cool.
So for the ship then,
Yep.
there's not really much point. Well, we're going to try and circle it, but I think one of those actions should be spent attacking it.
should we
So
both should.
which distance can we? Because it's what 45. So
So
15.
15 feet on the map.
Yeah. So probably curve around it. So one of the
So
one of them would curve around. It's still submerged, right?
it's still somewhat submerged, not massively, but it is. You can see it under the water, but it is underneath the water.
Okay. So what we'll probably do is move the ship around there, I guess. That'd be good enough, I guess.
Okay.
And then that's one action. And the other two actions would be to damage it. So a ballista, I think just 2 ballistas, because I don't think a mangonel's going to, because its bludgeoning damage would do much if it's submerged.
The one
whereas-
ballista doesn't have to bless anymore.
Sorry?
Ballista won't have guidance anymore. You guided the, but no. So
Well, you guided the
Please
one on,
roll.
did you not guide the one on the right? Because that's
Yes,
the one.
it's concentration though.
yeah, but
Oh,
he's
got you.
cast a spell.
Gotcha. Was it a concentration
ahead.
spell though that you cast?
hmm
Okay,
Yeah, they both are.
fair enough. Cool. In that case,
Yeah.
then, 2 mangonel shots, at the thing.
2 mangonel shots.
No, sorry, ballista shots.
2 ballista shots. So you got
Ballista shots.
crew loading and making a real effort for these shots. Could you, as captain, you may roll the attack rolls.
Right, +6 to hit. Here we go. 16 on one of them.
It's a miss.
Ah, nat 20 on the second one. Get
Yeah,
in.
that's a hit.
Right, I might have to do this in roll 20 because it's 60-10.
You don't have
Nice.
60 tens.
No, funnily enough.
I
How do I?
I think I have 60 tens, but I would never
I've
bother to get them all out.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Right. That's
tens?
20, 60, 10. Roll.
Whoa.
That do it?
Go
28.
28.
28.
Not bad.
28 damage.
I'll drop our ballista ammo down.
It looks heavily wounded.
Ace.
Nice. Everyone
Oh,
knows
this ballista is sticking out of it, and you can see the blood seeping from it.
Good hit, crew. Add it again, obviously, for the next time.
Okay.
And that's it. That's the ship.
Okay, and I believe. Come on, there you go. Taska, what would you like to do?
Can I sit drawing this thing off and I'm like busy fucking it up from where I am?
From where you are, it looks like there's. So past the ship, you see that this serpent, or at least, you see that there are ballistas being fired into the water just past the ship, but it looks like whatever they're firing at is away from the ship. You'll know that much.
Yeah, fair enough. Also, how fucked does this the ship it was chasing look?
It is no longer moving. It is beginning to sink.
I was about to say, is it about to sink? In that case,
It's begun sinking slowly, but it's definitely sinking.
in
Sinking.
that in that case, bug of finesse, we're gonna get as close as possible to it and shout up to the one remaining. Gonna suggest that he might want to leave because his ship's on the way down.
You hear, I'm a bit busy now. Could you possibly come up? And he's very strained in saying this.
I bet he's being turned to stone, that's why he can't move.
Yeah.
How long does it look like I've got before this ship sinks?
Probably a minute.
Then I'll have to come up really fucking quickly, won't I? What Taska is worried about is her own ship being sucked under in the wake of the bigger boat.
So a risk you can decide to take, whether or not you want to.
Yeah, she probably will because she's fucking stupid like that. She's not going to tie her ship to the bigger ship in any way, but she's going to leave a rope off the side so she can get back on, basically.
Say if you wanted to as well, as you're getting off the ship, you could kind of kick your ship backwards as much as you can.
She's going to jump off of the ship, off of her ship, use the momentum of her jump to shove her ship away from the larger boat.
Could you roll a strength check for that, please?
Strength. Oh, what, to shove the boat? That's a 15 strength.
Okay.
Do I need to roll to climb?
Do you have a climb speed?
No, I don't have a climb speed. It doesn't say I do. I can
Okay.
bite things, make things, hold my breath a ridiculously long time.
Yep, that's very true. Could you roll an athletics check then, please?
Absolutely. I got proficiency on that. Nat 20, they're going around.
Nice.
I
Cool.
climbed the most awesome climbing that has ever been seen in the world.
Okay. When you get to the, because it wasn't a very high boat, when you get to the top of the keel boat, you see this figure and you finally see his face. I am going to have to turn my camera on for this one. So,
I'll make sure I'm watching, yeah.
description. There is a man standing with his sword currently blocking against another sword of this creature in front of him. This tendril-haired creature, as it turns to see you, its mouth opens up and it screams very, very loudly, which we'll get to in a minute. The man before you, the blade, has sun-kissed skin, which shone valiantly on his perfectly bald scalp. Wears a fanciful blonde moustache with curls at the end, and has a small blonde goatee to match. His facial features are hard and strong, eyes shrouded by black leather eye patches that sit either side of a large bridged nose. He wears gold-looped earrings in each ear and has an X-shaped scar in the middle of his forehead. Wearing sleeveless robes that reach down to his ankles, purple in colour, with a silk teal belt above white puffed trousers tucked into high leather boots, and bears braces on each arm, is the face you see.
Nice.
I was going to lie, I'm quite glad you're here. Could you help me
There we
with
go.
him?
Love the tash and the goatee.
That is a ridiculous
That's
tash.
great.
He says to you, well, I'm really glad you're here, because could you possibly help me with this devil before me?
It might be a quicker job to just get off the boat. Can they swim? Do I know and do I recognise anything about the creature he is facing?
It is a very terrifying looking creature.
Hmm.
Met one before. You were filled with a certain, not fear, but there's definitely something evil about this creature. Something that is very against your tastes of nature, and it looks like it is as much a part of the water as you.
Okay, so it
And
can swim then.
after you say that, he just returns a reply saying, "I can't swim faster than this thing."
In that case,
What would you
I
like
will
to do?
aid him.
You still have
in-
your action and bonus.
Do I? Will aid him in kicking the shit out of it. I would like to cast a spell. I'm gonna try for ice knife.
Go ahead. I believe it's an attack roll you have to roll.
Love ice knife.
Yes. So I rolled 17. Under hit / DC here, it's got +5.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So when you could
I've
you
never used any of these spells before, guys.
You
so
roll a
Plus
d20 and add
5, so
5.
that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I've
17
rolled a
plus 5,
D20,
so
I've
it's
got 17,
20,
so that is
22.
17 plus 5, that's 22. I'm gonna guess that hits.
Yeah, that's a hit. Yep.
And then I roll a D10 for damage. I rolled 5. Do I get to add anything to that? Or
No.
just a straight dice roll?
I don't
Straight
think
roll,
so.
straight roll.
They rarely do on spells.
Okay. Cool, that's 5 piercing damage.
then you roll your 2d6.
Why would I roll 2d6?
Hit or miss, the shard then explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed a dex saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Right, that's him as well.
Are we all within 5 feet?
Oh
yeah,
Well,
no,
he will be because melee range.
Oh, easy.
You
Right.
won't be because you're just on the edge of the ship.
Okay. Seemed like a good idea at the time.
It's fine. So, your spell save DC. What would you think that is? If you have +5, I imagine it's
Oh, it's 13.
10. Yeah.
Let's see. Attack save, Dex 13, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, does he make it?
Can you roll the 2d6 for me, please?
Oh god.
Fortunately, if he does pass it, he doesn't take any damage. It's not like a half or anything.
4, 5, 6, 7. I've forgotten it did that.
You know, it's a cool ability. I didn't
It is
realize
a
it
cool
exploded.
ability. I didn't realise it exploded either.
Really cool.
Okay.
Good move.
Did
So,
it if I shanked it?
this creature, as it sees this ice shard pierce, it quickly pulls it out and throws it towards
Well, that's just cheating.
towards him. What did you say the damage was again? 7.
Yeah. The target also has to make a saving throw, by the way.
Yep, I did.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
Got to be a nat 20 with that kind of behavior.
Well, he defends against it, and it sparks away as he
I was about to say he passed and the other guy failed.
dodges out the way, and Bill, because it's Bill.
It's definitely Bill, yeah.
No, Bill
He's a bit shouty
turns
now.
his head towards you and says, "What do you expect me to do? Can't you see I'm blind?" And we are up to... Oh, do you have any bonus actions you can do or want to do?
Don't think so.
Okay, so
I
the
only get
creature
1 attack.
swims towards the bone blade and attacks once with
Go.
its bite against the hull.
Good thing it's doing half damage.
That's a unnatural 20.
Yeah, probably. That's yeah. Well, yeah, hits us.
And then Tim, remind me again. So I have to half the damage, don't I?
Yeah, just half the damage, and then Constitution save at the end of your turn.
Cool.
If
So
you want
that's
to.
5 damage to the hull,
Nice.
This guy.
and then it whips its tail up.
That's gonna hit us.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do this randomly.
dodge?
You're all on the deck, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
The view is third in the turn order. Umbra. This tail comes towards you. And you are
Dead.
Just one
Just
hit.
straight up. You take 75 damage.
no, you are hit by this thing, I believe. That's a AC. I have your AC down as 13. Is that still correct?
It's correct. Yeah.
Yep. So that hits you. Oh dear. That is 20 damage.
Oof.
Wow.
That would've
That
been
is
half.
max damage, by the way.
Is that halved?
Max damage. Oh, sorry, no, sorry. Max damage, but half, so 10 damage. Apologies.
But still.
There you go,
Roll for that.
saved. You are also grappled, and I need you.
Oh dear.
Here's the fun bit.
So
To
more.
make a Constitution saving throw. And while you're doing yours, it's going to do its.
Wow. So you get hit.
Tim, what's your spell save,
grabbed.
DT?
13, I think. Let me double check.
No, I think it fails. Yeah, it fails.
Very nice. That's big. Yeah, 13.
Yeah, it fails.
Excellent.
So it's still enfeebled. What did you get, Umbra? Pardon?
7.
Oh dear.
7.
And you're dead.
You have become
smacked off
magically
with it.
restrained as your body turns to stone.
Oh shit.
Why did they do this?
Or
That's what-
sorry,
that's
it
what this is.
begins to turn to stone. So it
Petrified.
starts where you're gripped, but you are not yet fully petrified. It's begun to happen.
Fuck.
Okay. Does this by any chance? Does it just affect everything?
So essentially, you're restrained at the moment. On your turn, you will be restrained. So I think you can still do some things, but not everything. Restrained, I believe. Quick reminder. So your speed's
Restrained.
0.
Yep.
Not benefit from any bonus to speed. Your attack rolls are at disadvantage, and attack rolls against you have advantage. And you have a disadvantage on dex saves.
Yep. I have a cunning plan, but I'll wait till my turn.
Okay. So as this stone begins to reach up your body, it still has hold of you with its tail. Alarias, what do you do?
I mean, I'm the fucking weakest person. I won't be able to help him. Huge ass tail grappling him. Not sure if there's anything I could do. I mean, I could aim for the tail because it's still gonna injure. So I could just chromatic the tail.
Okay, yeah.
Started into letting him go.
If you want to aim for the tail on the intent of letting him go.
Yeah, it's a 4-inch diameter sphere, so it should just hit the tail. So should be
Okay,
fine.
so you're aiming for the tail specifically. So what I'm going to
Yeah.
do is I'm going to increase the AC, but if you hit, then we'll see what the effect is based on damage.
Alright. Do I get advantage?
No,
This is
why
right
would you?
next to me.
Why would you get advantage? No.
It's a tail. Come on.
No,
That's
if anything, it's harder because you're aiming for a specific point.
It's a 12.
It's a 12. Yeah, no, that's not going to hit this guy. So you aim for this chromatic orb specifically at the table, but it's wriggling. You miss.
Someone get that tail.
Do you want to do anything on your bonus?
can't do anything.
Okie doke. Then we
That's
will
good.
move to Umbra. Guess what, Umbra? Do whatever you want to
So
do.
I'm going to ping you something that I'm going to try.
God. Okay. Let me use my phone, otherwise my laptop's gonna crap out.
Use this to try and get out.
Interesting.
Why are you so sneaky about everything you do?
Why do
Why?
you need to be
What?
sneaky?
What benefit is there?
You're-
to-
No, I'm
What
not,
about reveal?
he's not doing anything. He's not doing anything.
Prestige.
Dad
Unbelievable.
just enjoys the drama.
Oh, tell me
Yeah.
about it. Just enjoys the secrecy.
Mention a
Yeah.
saving throw.
Sorry?
Does it mention a saving throw?
No.
I
It
mean,
just
this is
happened
the
to think.
man sat there in like all shadow. He can't see
That's
his
true.
face. He's done that on purpose.
I just want to check
That's it.
something. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. Interesting. So, as this strange liquid is being sort of secreted on you, that's beginning this stone forming process, you. Oh, well, how do you want to RP this? How do you do it? Because currently you're like masked and fully clothed. So
I guess the way we'll do it
He's
is
gonna strip.
I'm gonna turn my face away from the others, and I'm gonna pull my mask down. I guess they might hear like a shriek or something, and
okay.
then I'll
So
put the mask
you
back up after.
what you see is while before his hand completely turns to stone, the beak part of the mask is held by Umbra and shifted off as it looks dead into the as he seems to stare blankly dead to the basilisk. None of you quite catch what he's doing, and then he quickly puts it back on. I just want to check.
Basilisk now.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Was turning us to stone.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
After I heard about the stone crew, I wasn't massively surprised.
Umbra's got this dead
Okay.
I
stare.
was going to see Basilisk.
So as he puts it back on, I'll tell you what. Roll a stealth check for me, just to see. Actually, sleight of hand. Let's see how quick you can do it.
I mean, everyone's looking at you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
considering.
That's why I want to see how
Like,
quick you
yeah.
can do it, because it's going to be more speed than anything.
15.
15. I think you beat everyone's passive perceptions. Yeah, you do.
Fine.
You do. You
Excellent.
beat everyone's. Okay, so quick
Apart
as
from,
anything.
apart
you
from
remove-
Gruseels, for what it's worth.
apart from Gruseels, for what it's worth. So
Still can have a
He knows
chance.
your little secret.
Or
would
Gruseel.
Gruseal? No, Gruseal wouldn't be 15 feet from you, I don't think, because
Oh,
you were
yeah,
on the
oh,
main
no,
deck, and he
true.
would have been walking away because, well, of reasons, and he would have also been talking to Vaela.
I'm in the clear.
Nice.
So I think you are in the clear. So quick as this, and then suddenly you hear a slight. Actually, Elizora, you'll hear in your head. Get it away!
I told
As-
y'all to piss
As
off.
as the tail releases, Umbra, you are still being petrified. I need you to do another Constitution saving throw.
Do not fail this one. I'm telling you. I'm
Imagine
telling you.
this is bad news.
God. I got that one.
Oh no.
I think I have lucky. Oh my god, I just remembered I've really long
Yes.
rested,
Oh,
didn't we?
yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, I should have done it
You
before.
used
I'm gonna use.
lucky.
You're not going to get turned into jelly.
I'm gonna use a lucky point.
That would have been funny.
I literally completely forgot I had that back.
I mean,
Okay.
if I was a terribly horrible DM, I would ask: does lucky have to be before you announce the roll?
It needs to be before you announce.
you
Before
tell me
you
the
know the
outcome.
outcome.
All the DM
know the-
announced
yeah.
throughout.
I mean, I think
Okay,
we all knew the
there you
outcome.
Yeah, exactly.
13.
You
I'm
can-
hoping is enough.
13.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wasted
man.
your lucky.
As
Well,
this
You should know
Better
what.
than getting that one.
Stone.
Would have just instantly died.
As this stone reaches up and around your shoulders and begins to extend your neck, you find a strength within you against this oily liquid and tense yourself against it, and it begins to fade away, and you begin to get a grip of your hands and
Wow.
everything once again.
That's fortunate. Otherwise, you'd have been full on petrified.
I completely
Yeah,
forgot
do we
I had
actually
lucky
do anything
point
to
back.
stop that?
Not really, no, because
Cut off the hand is what I was considering.
it's not. You
It's
don't need. It's not.
restoration?
It's greater restoration. To cure brief petrification.
We have spare arms for exactly this reason. I could have just cut my hand off.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but
you,
you're the
you could
only
have
one who
done
knows
it.
how to sew them on again.
Yeah.
Head transplant. Tim could try. He's assisted.
Yeah, we could. You know, we're a good team. We could. work
Umbra
on it.
instruct him while Tim does it.
Sure.
Just don't get a
Oh,
shaky hand.
But then would that hand ever be able to transform? Because it's not a changeling arm anymore. So you
yeah.
change
True.
into stuff, but that one arm would like always stay the same.
I can wear a glove, I suppose.
Just some giant grotesque
Yeah,
glove.
just
Can I run as far as my movement will allow me from the beast?
So that Constitution save throw would have been at the end of your turn, so you don't have any movement or anything else.
I will get ready to run as far as I can on my next go.
Okay, that's your plan. Tim, what are you doing?
So I wanted to try and grapple the tail, get that out of the picture. I don't know how viable that is because this thing's really big.
I mean,
What I'll
if it's a
say,
tail, if you grab it, you're going to be like dragged off. I suppose you can swim, but still.
Yeah.
You're
I've
probably
messed
going to be
around with the job.
petrified as well.
Yeah.
Well, I
It's
mean,
up to you.
if it's a
Tail.
basilisk, then well, no, because if it's did it with the tail, didn't it? Because normally with
Oh.
basilisks, it's looking them in the eye. That's what turns you to stone. But
I will leave it to you, Tim. What are you doing? If you want to try grab the tail, you definitely have a way to do that.
I don't know, man. You don't want to be
Maybe that
petrified
is
while in the
fine.
swimming.
Yeah. Well, I can withdraw into my shell and gain advantage on the con. It's a con save, right? We've been doing.
Yeah, it's a con
Yeah.
save.
I wouldn't be able to grab it while in
No.
my shell. I don't think.
No.
Mm,
You take the tail in the shell with you.
Come on, Tim. What are you doing?
we'll get it pinned in there.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna whack him. I don't want to break my concentration.
Okay, so you're going to attempt to whack the tail. So essentially, the rest of the snake, serpent body, sorry, I should say, is in the water and it thwipped its tail back. So you're going to attack the tail as it's.
Yes, that is my best bet for damage. One sec.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
And I'll use my bonus action to get my shield out. The animated shield.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Fine.
That's not a hit. So I
Bounces right off.
think, yeah, its slick body, the attack just slides right off it. Vaela, what are you doing?
I'm not attuned to the sword, so I assume it's just a sword to me.
It's just a sword to you.
Oh, I'm better off just using the rapier then. Because the tail is the tail still on the ship?
The tail's basically in the air. It's just recoiled from Umbra, just been missed by Tim. It's not kind of like laying on the ship. It's more just like standing out next to the ship.
So I can't really hit it from where I am then.
Unless you move up to it, which I think you will be able to do.
Okay, so I can go up to it and hit it then. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I will do that. I will attack with the rapier. Do I get advantage?
Let me just check something because it
You don't.
might
You don't need advantage on the roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. That enemy isn't.
Okay, so I'd say you're fine, being that Tim literally just made an attack.
Okay. So.
I was going to say I think you're fine from what Umbra did as well.
Oh, okay.
He didn't do anything.
Right,
He asked it politely to go away.
I'm gonna have to show this
Sure.
as proof. I think.
Oh no.
Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? I can't aim there.
Oh,
You
hold
got
it
to
still,
learn
hold it
that
still,
when
hold it still.
uh,
It can't focus.
Oh, it's blurry. It's blurry, but I kind of see it. Natural 20.
It's a nat 20. But it's a
Natural
nat 20.
20.
I can't. It's very hard
That's
to focus on.
That's a clean, pure 20.
Nice.
That's
Alright.
why we
So-
had like 5.
It's been very.
Mm.
Alright, I'm gonna have to. Can I
I
add?
do
the
question
section?
whether my metal dice is loaded sometimes.
Can't,
It's the extra weight of having a 2 and a 0.
what it is. Right.
Yeah.
2. So that's all. Right, 1. Wow. Okay. So that's 2 there. I rolled a 3 for the rapier. That's 6 damage for the rapier.
Alright.
And sneak attack. 9. 10, 16. So an additional 16 with a sneak attack.
16 for the sneak attack. How do you want to do this?
How do you do it with a tail? Especially with a rapier.
Cut it in half?
Yeah.
Or you could stab into
Fine.
it and it
Well,
recoil
Yeah. So
terribly.
So what I'm going to do... I'll
Flurry of piercing.
Can I
Hmm.
leap off the ship, off the side of the ship, and stab it in the skull? I know I was aiming for the tail, but
So you aim
we're
for the
killing
tail, but as you see this serpent part of its body underneath the water, you go in for a diving rapier point first into the water.
basically, right for the head.
Beautiful.
Okay. As you watch as Vaela
Cinematic.
leaps almost like a swan dive toward the water, as then the rapier is pointed down as she sinks away from you. You rush to the edge of the banister as she falls, splash, and the waters suddenly go very murky with blood as it
You risk yourself.
mists out everywhere.
The beast is quelled.
The beast is destroyed. We are still in initiative.
Something feels wrong.
Ahead.
Vaela, can you make a perception roll under the water, please?
Does that give me disadvantage or anything because I'm underwater, or?
Yeah, you have disadvantage, but go ahead.
Seemed too easy.
Yeah, way too easy.
Yeah.
It wasn't hitting very hard either.
No,
Maybe this is like a baby
Sorry.
one.
most likely, yeah. 12.
12. As
Well, we
the
did hit it with a ship. So.
as the bloody smoke clears from your vision, this murky waters fades out. You see light blare through the water to the surface. There is another one of these creatures swimming right towards you from the other side of the ship, and
Bigger?
it is almost there. It is of similar size.
Can I shout out to the crew? To the port side. Another one approaches.
Okay, you'll still be in the water at the end of your turn.
Sorry? I'm still
Oh,
underwater.
yeah, you've just dived in.
Yeah, you dived in.
Okay, can I not?
Like,
Okay, I suppose.
oh shit.
Get to the surface.
Can I get to the surface?
Well, your speed is halved underwater, and you took up probably 20 feet of your movement
Okay.
diving in.
All right, fine. So I
So
can't say that.
you're under the water at the moment, unless
Okay.
you have anything telepathy-wise you could
You
use.
dramatically dive off the ship, and the new one comes like.
Yeah,
She flies out of the water, wings out.
yeah.
Something more.
Yeah, I've got nothing. No,
Dramatic,
no.
dear Sonny.
I know. Well, I was trying to be all dramatic. You know?
No, it's cool.
Too
Trying to
dramatic for your
inspire the
own
crew.
good.
That's it. You know.
Hey man,
First
you
thing.
want to inspire the crew?
First thing
You
she-
inspire the crew, alright?
First thing she's done as a captain, you know. So I thought,
Mm.
go for
You
go.
wanted it to be badass.
Exactly.
I get
Yeah,
that.
That's why you went wrong first, Sonny. You thought.
That's it. Yeah. It's probably not going to end well for me now that I'm in the water with this thing, but
That's what happens to all players. They think and then they die.
that's the problem. That's the problem. Well, adventurers aren't the smartest of individuals, you know.
It's very true. Really
Um,
aren't.
But that's it. Yeah, that's all I can do on my turn.
Okay, and we will go up to. So it's now Bill's go. And Taska, you're watching this scene as he's trying to fight off this monstrous-looking creature. So he runs. He begins running over to you and just shouts, "Are they your friends over there?"
Before. It's a coincidence that we're both here.
Well, that's lucky. I hope this works. Please don't be upset with me. A portal appears directly next to you. This clear space. You don't that you sure where it goes. You're unsure of anything really right now of what this is for.
Poor
And
Leggett.
he's
Why didn't he do this 5 minutes ago when I told him to come
and
down to my ship, the silly bastard?
he couldn't see your ship. He could see the he can see
Could
the
have fucking
main
looked!
deck of the other ship.
Had a,
He's
he had a
called No
glo-
Ideal for a reason.
he had a Medusa in front of him. But wasn't really going to be able to.
So he runs towards you and takes an opportunity attack. So he takes a slash to the back from this creature. As he barrels into you, do you resist him?
Prized to do that. Also, I figure that she's like is perched like just in front of the rail
Oh yeah, yeah.
that she's climbed over. So any determined enough shove is gonna sort of flip her over sideways.
Yeah, so this portal thing is like sort of next to you, behind you, and he kind of barrels towards you and tries to take you into the portal. Do you
Or is
resist?
he trying to drag me through the portal?
Yeah.
On balance, being dragged through the portal is probably less dangerous than staying to face this bastard thing by myself. So yeah, she probably won't.
Okay.
Probably won't fight it. Otherwise, she'll end up stranded by herself.
Around all of you, this portal suddenly appears, and tumbling out is the man I forementioned and explained before. And some of you will recognize Taska appearing suddenly out of nowhere. And
Has no clue who she is.
I wouldn't know who she
You've
is.
met me before, actually. Umbra has.
Umbra hasn't.
Tim
Umbra.
has, I don't think, right?
Tim
I don't think Umbra
has.
has.
Tim
Al-
definitely
uh,
has.
Tim and
Umbra has.
Alarias
Tim has,
has.
Umbra
Brazil
has.
has.
When was
So
this?
it was the hands incident.
And
was the
yeah,
hand
Umbra has.
Because
Who's he
I
again?
translated the book you found.
Oh yeah.
Because I've got
I've never known him.
Druid,
It was
whatever
when
it's called.
Umbra did the hands to Tim.
Oh, the hands. I thought
When
you
you
meant
had the
someone
biting
before.
hands,
I
yeah.
thought he was the guy who got
mouths
murdered.
on your hands.
Yeah,
and
I thought you
were
meant the
Yeah.
character.
I
Oh,
remember
wow, we
that
left
one.
that. I didn't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't think
It happened.
Umbra and Taska interacted much, but it definitely happened. She was
Yeah.
definitely there. She remembers the hands incident.
Yeah.
All water under the bridge now.
Okay.
Yeah, we're way past that.
And we might as well move to this image. Now, I don't have a token for Bill, but you can assume he's next to Taska. As they land on the ship. And he just looks around at all of you and says, "Well, I'm very glad you're all here. Do you mind if we get the hell out of here? I think it's a little bit uncomfortable."
You don't need anything on your ship, Bill.
I've got everything I need right with me. And he pats his sleeveless coat.
Is he packing any weapons?
He's got a scimitar on him, and that's about it. You see the colourful bird flying towards your ship now.
Do I get any sense from the scimitar?
Roll Arcana. You can do this quickly. While that's
20
happening, we are going to be
23.
back up to Elizora's go.
Does my hawk see any other enemies coming nearby?
Roll a perception check for your hawk.
Hawky gets a 15 plus. It's advantage for him.
I was going to say he has advantage, so
Plus
that?
4, so 19.
Deeper beneath the water, you see another serpent coming towards the ship from the port side.
Elizora will man the port side. Get our captain up off the ship and let's get moving.
Okay. So I'm going to say for the ship's go, at least one action will be taken up of getting Vaela back on board.
Oh, okay.
Essentially, so you'll lose a ship action, but you'll get Vaela back on board.
Nice. Okay. I'll put it back on board. I take it you're
Ah,
no.
shoot.
I take you're no-eyed Bill.
Yes, you've heard of me. Wonderful. That's very well done.
Do we need anything
Um,
from your ship?
Oh, doubtful. Some treasures we can.
Everyone,
maybe
set
get that
sail.
later.
Get out of here. There's another one coming off the port side. I'd rather not fight it if I don't have to. We've got what we were up. You know, we got all we needed. Let's go. And then that's it. We'll head
Aye,
out.
aye.
Did I get any sense? I got 23 on that Arcana check.
No, it's just a regular scimitar.
Alright.
Okay, so as
So-
you
So we
say
probably.
this,
Sorry.
I was about to say it is the Bone Blade's go. So what do you want to do with its 2 actions?
When we're like just bolt basically away from this thing. Use it
Okay,
all
so
to
you're
move.
gonna go south, perhaps.
So it's coming from the north, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's coming from the port side of the ship. Just realised there's messaging going on.
Yes. Yeah. South for now, just to get out of it, because the wind's going south as well, so we might be able to outpace it.
Perhaps.
Um.
So you begin turning. So turning obviously takes up some movement, but then you head straight south. Okay.
The winds
Taska?
are
Obviously keeping an eye on this thing.
Taska, you have a go. It is your turn.
Taska, after swearing and picking herself up,
So when you swear, No-Eyed Bill just goes, "Please, lady, no language. Unnecessary, I think."
It's permitted, to be fair.
True, but unnecessary, don't you think?
Depends on the situation.
I may have just lost my ship. And she is going to go to the rail, and what she is actually checking for is the creature we were fighting on board his ship coming after us.
Roll a perception check, please.
To be fair, if I lost my ship like that, I'd probably be pretty pissed. I assume you two are crewmates.
Never seen him before in my life.
I've seen
21.
her literally a few moments ago.
How
That's about it.
did... But
I can get to that later.
Right. Yes, let's get rid of...
Says Taska.
We'll get out of this situation and have this discussion.
21, Arthur.
21. You see the figure leap off the ship, but then they disappear amongst the water.
Well, other things coming after us as well. How fast can this ship of yours go?
Pretty well. Pretty fast, especially if we go with the wind, which is what we're planning on doing.
So, next, this creature.
And what was it you were fighting? What creature are you dealing with?
Give you a name.
Could you at least describe it? We have a supposedly creature expert on the ship.
Can I still communicate with this new one that's chasing us?
You try to communicate with the beast that's coming towards you.
Can I?
Yeah, I'll give you
Don't have to yet,
one
but I can.
sentence. I'll give you one sentence now.
I'll get it to you later. Piss off and we'll go with a quiet approach.
So, as it arrives, "You killed my brethren. Mother never sent you." And it bites the ship.
But we're speeding away though. We used our action to move.
Yes, you used your action to move. You had to turn, and you then carried on moving. I haven't told you how fast this thing is.
Zoomy beast.
Only Matt can understand it, right?
Yeah.
Telepathically, yes.
Speaking of surrendering to the beast.
Umbra
on.
gets in danger, Umbra surrenders.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey man, that's how he's lived all this time. Okay.
Umbra is not a martial kind of person.
No, he was
No.
not.
A
Sorry.
piano in the captain's
1
quarters.
second, my child is crying.
Indeed, there is a piano. No one's played it.
Why is there a piano?
Can anyone play
Part
it?
of the map.
Why do you guys have a piano on your ship?
Well,
it's part
the
of the ship
ghost
before.
the ghost ship had a piano because the captain was very fond of playing the piano.
Vaela has
Fair
plans for
enough.
it though, so it's likely to move.
Use a secret stash.
The piano specifically, or?
Yeah, just the piano. He's so Vaela's plan is to move the piano somewhere down to the crew quarters,
Okay.
so
So the
Bring it
crew
down.
can
people
play
can
it.
enjoy it, like the mess hall or something, so people can actually enjoy music while they're eating.
What's time we're playing a bard next if Umbra dies, so could come in useful.
Make sure
Move
one
it
of
out
its
onto
instruments
deck.
is a piano.
Yeah, deck, and they can play inspiring airs while in combat.
Exactly. There you go.
Take some piano lessons, Haiss.
Yeah.
Get prepped.
Okay. Real life piano.
Something tells me between that and whatever Gorgon thing that you were fighting, Medusa thing you were fighting, I just don't see us running away from this.
We're on massive. Like, we've got a lot of heat, basically. Getting annoyed, Bill.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
of
don't
what he
think we're going to
has.
manage to get away from it. I think I think we're going to
Chuck
keep.
him overboard, and then we can escape.
If we can get what he has,
But then they'll just come after us if they're after the thing that he's got.
They're after the thing.
No, chuck
Oh,
him
really?
off.
Because the thing is, if this, if especially the Medusa thing,
mm,
if the Medusa thing is with them, and they're after something, then the fact that they're coming toward, they went off the ship after
I
you
think we're gonna
left means
keep
it's
having
not.
serpents.
Well, this is it, because they're not. It's clearly not on the ship. It's with him because they're
We're
coming
gonna
away
keep
from
having
that ship.
serpents until that Medusa thing gets defeated. Is my my personal reckoning.
Yeah,
You think that's the mother?
could be.
I don't think that is Mother.
no, probably not. It's gonna be a lot bigger than that.
Ah,
I think that's
That's
just
the same
Commander
size.
kind of
I love
thing.
coming back in and everybody's trying to figure out the mysteries. This is great.
We're trying to work out if we can get out of this.
Like running.
I suggested we
you
throw
might be able to.
Bill overboard, but I'm not sure if any PDs.
We need him.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think we're going to throw Bill overboard.
So
I mean,
Unless
after
you-
we went to all these lengths to try and rescue him, it would be a bit counterproductive.
the hull takes 8 damage
Okay.
for whoever's measuring that.
Okay.
And on top of that, you're all sprawled out fairly equally. So let's just roll a little
Oh, no.
d8
7
to
damage.
decide who gets hit. Well, apparently the spellcasters are having a good day.
Oh.
Alarias.
Oh,
no!
my god! I
The
shouldn't have
one
said
person you
anything.
don't want getting hit,
I'm gonna get one hit.
potentially.
Oh, no, that wasn't too great. Who knows? I can't remember what the modifier is, though.
It's like +7 modifier or something. You know.
Well, I was gonna say,
It's a
should I
f-
just cast shield? But
There's a well, it's a 15, so I think if you cast shield, you might be okay. Yeah, if you cast shield, you'll be okay.
he's if he sees it coming towards him, he'll cast it.
Okay,
in
as
direction.
the tail comes down, it bashes off your shield, and the tail flicks back up.
Nice.
When you get the hell out of it.
Okay, Alarias, it is now your go as well.
Okay. I mean, he can't help move the ship any quicker, so he'll probably just go to attack it. Is it fully submerged, or can I get it hit off?
No, you
When-
can.
if its tail
you can
hits
hit
you, its
because
tail
its
Oh, yeah, if
its
yeah.
tail is out of the water essentially, and part of its body is like coiled underneath the water, biting at the ship.
Right. He'll go for the tail then, if it's visible. I'll go chromatic orb. Oh, you just second that spot.
It's always funny. We always burn through all our spell slots in the first encounter and then struggle.
Yeah, I don't know how to conserve them.
It's almost like I make these first encounters after a long rest really hard.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I've still got all my spell slots. Haven't used any yet.
That's a 15.
That's because you did some dodgy shit. That's why.
Ah, that's not a hit, mate.
Oh, damn it.
Flies off the slippery tail
He's not having a good day.
the distance and makes a thunderous boom in the distance.
Kaboom.
Umbra, what do you do?
So this thing is over here. I'm going to move to the. Oh, I'm already on the other side of the deck.
So I'd say, sorry, putting Alarias there, just because that would have been where the attack would have tried to get you, and then you dodged out of the way.
I'm going to pull out a blue potion and drink it, which is Sanctuary. So I'm going to ward myself against attack.
Oh my god.
So if
Best
it attacks
team
me,
player.
I'm going to have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
So that is perfect. So that's just going to last quite a while.
I love that.
I'll just
If they
chuck
fail
a
the if
five
they
potion.
fail the save, they have to pick somebody else. That is the ultimate Haiss move.
Oh my god.
Brutal.
Don't hit me,
Oh,
hit someone else.
then you guys miss Krusk.
Yes.
And I'll throw a Firebelt potion.
God.
Oh, is one a bonus action?
Yeah, that one's a bonus. Yeah.
Okay.
But I got an 8 to hit, so I think that doesn't do anything.
No, that's a miss. It
I'm
misses
just
the
going
tail entirely.
to lie flat on the deck.
What?
Just as a target. Does he want us to get hit? What's he doing?
So
No,
you're
I'm a smaller target, and if the boat rocks, I'll already be lying flat, so I won't get knocked off my feet.
okay,
Wow.
So you've decided to go prone.
I really like this.
Do I get like cover for this? Because I'm like basically prone on the ship.
I mean, technically, if it's a ranged attack, they will have disadvantage on you because you are a smaller target, and
Right.
on top of that, you are trying to lay as much behind the banister as possible, so you will have cover from that.
Yep, I'm just
Wow.
gonna chill there.
I'm not gonna lie, it is clever. Tim,
Umbra, you genius!
Oh,
Um,
jeez.
I'll spend my I'll weapon with weapon with my club for my. Actually, no. Can I spend my turn trying to impart this knowledge to the crew that he can't get you with his tail if you lie down after your turn?
After your turn.
that will, I'd say, even though speaking is a free action,
I'm
I'd say
willing to give up, do a roll for it, or whatever you need.
Yeah. do a roll. I'd say this only takes up your bonus action though.
Cool. Would that be persuasion
Yeah,
or
yeah, persuasion.
what do I have?
I mean, you are Tim the Holy Man, so I don't know how.
10.
I think that passes, if I'm honest, because a lot of
Considering
them
the
are still
cruise is
like,
in your palm.
yeah, really. I think the only people that don't lie down are the other Lizardfolk, other than Taska.
Okay, great.
Maybe,
So
maybe Berry and Elena.
first Tim will whack the big beastie with his hammer. That's 23 to hit. So
Yeah, that's a hit.
3, that's 7 damage. And
damage.
then he will also drop prone and yell to the crew members.
Enlightened Umbra has he's found a way to beat the beast. You must just get on your knees and pray, my friend.
Oh my god.
Pray.
And obviously he's knocking down.
Jeez. Oh
Trying to
man.
avoid the big slippery tail.
Ship goer now lying flat on the floor.
Our crew are wusses.
You
I'll prone near the alpha.
essentially,
I'll trace Joylif symbol on their foreheads.
mechanically speaking,
Yeah.
your ship now only has one action. Because you're basically
Right.
working with 10 less. You're working with 10 or less crew
Giving up.
in total.
What are you guys doing? Get up
You're
off the
giving
floor! We need you to move the ship and attack the thing. Lying on the floor isn't going to help. Get up! The hell is wrong with you?
It is actually Vaela's go next, so
Yeah, she's gonna freaking be really pissed. Get the hell off the floor! We're in a fight. There's the guy who's attacking our ship.
can you roll intimidation? Because I feel like you're using your dominance to try get this to
Yeah.
change more than anything. I'd
It's
say
a
this will be your bonus action as well.
Okay. 16.
Nope.
No. Wow.
Not these believers. Oh,
Wow.
Good.
For the room
Brainwashed.
protection. So sorry, is the ship? Have we
Tim,
got? Are we a
Me and
third
you are
state-
going to have issues later.
Bill looks
Only one having issues.
back at the creature. What can Bill do again?
Well, is it still my... That was just my bonus, wasn't it?
Oh yes, sorry, no, that was just your bonus. What do you want to do with your regular self?
I think it's time to pull something out of this bag. To get...
Still from Brazil.
Yeah, that I took from Brazil. Because if this other thing does turn up, it'd be worth having an extra thing. So she's gonna pull something out of this bag because it doesn't look like it needs tuning. So there's no option to attune to it. So, yeah.
No, I don't think it does. I think you just use it.
Oh, that was completely not worth having. Oh, I got a
Is it a
1.
badger?
No, it was a weasel. Worse.
Oh, better, even better.
So yeah, it's a weasel.
Jeez.
What
Like
is
these bloody crewmates.
what is wrong with this? Alright, and that's unfortunately her turn.
I really like the idea that the first reaction is, what is wrong with this? More than anything.
Yeah, there's nothing else she can do. That's her bonus, and then that's her action. He will probably continue shouting at the crew. But yeah.
Okay, so Bill looks around and looks at Elizora and says, "Perhaps you can help more." And touches a hand to you. You will now have guidance. So you can add a D4.
Fucking right. Oh, good. That's
Whatever
gonna
you
do.
want to do next. So it's on an ability check. So if you want to try do any more convincing, and yeah, then it's your go, Elizora. Anything else?
No, we're not gonna get anywhere with all these cowards. Fucking damn. All right, this is Eldritch Blast, beast. Do I add the D4 to the attack roll?
No,
No. Okay,
it's not what the spell
Yeah.
does.
it's a shame. Okay, 15 plus 6, that's 21. Eldritch Blast. Whoa, that's 8 damage.
You see No-Eyed Bill tilt his head when you do the Eldritch Blast. What was the attack roll again?
21.
Yeah, that's
8
a hit.
damage.
8 damage.
And then I'll do a Grasp of the Deep on the thing as well. It's a bonus action.
The deep.
And it reduces his reduces speed by 10 feet. So
Reduces speed by 10 feet. Smart.
on a hit at least.
Okay, roll to attack.
That's a 16 total. I imagine it
16.
being like the tentacles that attach to the ship.
Oh,
on the
cool.
side of
Okay.
the
So this tentacle whips out and attacks.
ship.
And it hits. So what's the damage? And what type
D8.
damage?
I'm gonna say cold for once.
Cold.
6 cold.
6 cold. Cool. So you see this rigidity kind of overcome the serpent and it recoils a little bit. It is the bone blade next.
Talia, go away or you're gonna die. Your mother do not want you to die.
Elizora, can you roll persuasion?
That's a 13 plus 4, 17.
17. Okay.
Oh, I can't. Okay. I can't fire the mangonel within 60 feet.
No. No, you can't. Not the mangonel. The ballista.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether to just shoot at, use all three
Or
and
you
just
could-
shoot at it. Because if we're not getting away from this thing, I don't
You-
honestly think we're going to get away from it.
You
No,
don't
if
have
you've
all
got
3
full
actions.
speed.
Oh no, we've only got one, haven't we?
Mhm.
And it's attached to the ship, basically. It's grabbing onto the thing, so moving is... We're just going to bring it with us.
Well, it tried to grab onto the ship. It's not necessarily gripped on.
Right. But if with all the crew that we've got, I don't think it's really much point attacking. Sorry, moving. So we'll just attack with the ballista.
Okay.
Uh,
Fire at will.
that is a 25. 25.
Luckily, archery is very focused on the task at hand. Yeah, that's a hit.
3d10. 12. 5. 17.
17 damage.
Drop it. We're now going to be using harpoons in the ballista. We're at actual official ballista ammo.
Cool. Right. As you haven't moved, Taska, it is your go next.
Is this sea serpent still trying to chew a hole in our boat?
Yes.
Cool. If I cast Spike of Growth on the side of the ship,
Interesting.
is it going to fuck up the ship's integrity?
Read me the
I mean,
spell.
It says, the ground in a 20-foot radius centered on a point within range twists and sprouts, spikes and thorns. Area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. When a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels. Transformation of the ground is camouflaged to look natural. Blah, 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 blah. It's just making, like...
Okay, what I'll say is it's not going to damage the ship.
Basically, the plan is if I grow spikes out of the side of the ship, next time it tries to, like, bite it, it's going
It's
to get
going to hurt itself.
stabbed.
Okay.
Yeah. And that might either drive it away or, just fuck it up enough that...
Okay.
Does
Yeah, that
sound like
works.
a reasonable tactic?
Yes, that works. That would work fine. And I'd say you can use the side of a ship as a ground surface.
Yeah.
Fine.
That was what I wanted to check, like whether this was a viable tactic. Right, spike growth. Do I
Does it
have to
roll any
for that?
damage if it starts in it?
It says
Mhm.
if a creature moves into or within the area. I don't know what the things sprouting in the first place would do. I guess that would be down to you. It doesn't say I have to roll, but I do have to concentrate.
Okay, so it's just slowing it down. It's difficult terrain. That's the main thing I wanted to do.
Difficult terrain.
Cool. Okay.
It says when it moves into or within the area, it will take 2d4 piercing damage.
For every
I don't
5
know if
foot
have
that
to-
it, for every 5 foot it travels.
Every 5 foot it travels. I don't know
Okay.
how that works when you've got like
Yep.
some great big enormous thing, but
Yeah,
I'll
don't
leave that
worry.
up to you.
I've got an idea of how that's going to work. That's fine. Is that the only thing you want to do?
But that's my action, so I don't actually think I can do much else, unless she's like leaning over the side of the ship in order to like cast the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Am I in the right place to continue looking for whatever the fuck it was I was fighting earlier? Because I do not want that thing jumping out from behind me.
You're on the other side of the ship.
Oh, am I on the wrong side of the ship? Right, cool.
But as you turned and you sailed down, you can't because you're not yet past the kill boat. I don't think so. No, but when you're looking around, you won't be able to see anything. You can't
Yeah,
see
basically
him.
she's looking, keeping an eye out for it. She doesn't want it getting the drop on her. But yes, she would like to grow a whole bunch of spikes out of the side of the ship, so it's harder to bite on.
Okay. Cool. I will see see that as fit as it should be. And then it's the Basilisk stand, and it is going to bite the ship because it can't see any difference. Oh, natural 1. So could you roll that damage for me? Actually, what was that damage?
2d4
2d4.
per
Tell you
5
what.
feet.
Roll that.
Uh,
Roll it twice. So
yeah,
roll
so-
4d4.
Okay, I haven't. That is a 4. Oh, that was a good first roll. That's 8 to start with. This one's a bit worse. 14 damage in total.
So as it
Wow.
goes to chomp
I
down,
rolled
you
really
see
well.
as it goes to chomp down on the side of the ship, you see its nose prickle, and then the rest of its head reels. But because of the way it reacts, it almost head plants itself into your spiked terrain. It then tries to swing its tail up. So let's see, who does it try to attack? Vaela?
So I get to use my sanctuary.
Vaela,
Mm,
what's your AC?
15.
Oh my god, 15. So you are now grappled.
Right.
And can you roll a Constitution saving throw, please?
Right. Oh, mission in there. It's a 5.
You are now restrained. Stone begins to reach up your body and attach and begin to freeze your body from movement.
Lovely.
Alarias, what would you like to do?
I'm not going to waste another spell slot. I'm just going to firebolt it, I think, at
Okay.
this point.
Cool.
Yeah. Let's go with the firebolt.
Wait, Tim, on your last go, by the way, did you roll an attack, a melee attack roll on it?
I did, yes.
I'm sorry, I'm going to need you to do a Constitution saving throw for me, please. Everybody's been doing range so far, so I need the
It's a 16.
16. Okay, you're
Mhm.
fine. That's good. That works.
Cool.
What'd you roll, Alaris?
16.
That is a hit.
Awesome. D10. That's 5. 5 damage.
Okay, and I don't think we've got anything else to do. Umbra, what do you want to do? Laying on the floor, prone, comfortable?
um,
Dude.
so I'll stand up and I'll kind of see, like there's some shit going on. I guess I'll lob another fire thing at it.
Go ahead.
Wow, nat 20.
Oh, yep.
But
Double your damage.
oh, this is cool. It does it for me on D&D Beyond, so I just have to click. And it rolls 2 dice.
Hmm.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Hang on, let me screenshot this.
Is that where it moves on screen?
Huh?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally just found that out now.
Wow.
Oh,
So
wow.
that is 20 fire damage. I guess I threw it in its mouth or something, and then I'm gonna hit the deck again, go prone.
So as
Oh,
you, because its tail's basically in the air, as you hit it, instead of the fire just splashing off of it and then dissipating, instead you manage to hit it just right, and this fiery liquid pours down the entirety of the serpent's body. It is looking very badly hurt. Tim, what would you like to do?
Back down.
Finish it. Pops up. It's another whack my club. Because again,
Okay,
not
cool.
based.
Go ahead.
Don't you have Toll the Dead?
I do. I think it does less damage though. Isn't that not 1d6?
No.
No,
It is.
1d8, or if it's taken any damage, it's 1d12.
but
Oh.
it takes nothing if it succeeds.
Yeah, obviously, because it's
Yeah, that's the alternative.
Well, in that case, I'll use Toll of the Dead instead. That seems like a way better idea.
Okay. What save is it?
Wisdom 13.
God, possibly a very, very good choice.
Yeah, I don't think this creature has a very high wisdom
Cool.
score.
But I rolled really well, so it's fine.
Oh well.
Better than risk of being petrified.
Tim retreats back into his shell, I guess.
The
Excellent.
two of you are going to spend this whole combat popping up and down like Jack in the Boxes.
Amazing.
I
Vaela?
think get into the shell and yell some taunts at it. Try
So
to,
she's gonna
provoke it.
have a go at Tim now. Tim, while this crew, just get the crew off the ground and doing their job.
I can't hear you. I'm in my
You're not in your shell because that's an action.
Oh.
Can't hear you. I'm
He's
on the
right.
ground.
Tim, now.
Can Umbra whisper to Tim? Don't do it, Tim.
I think
Stay
you're on the
on
other
the-
side of the boat.
Oh, am I? Oh, okay.
You literally are, yeah.
Don't do it, Tim. Shout a bit louder.
I mean, would it be an action to try and call all of the call the homies up?
You haven't used your bonus action yet, so I'll say you can use that at a persuasion.
For what reason? The beast was keeping up with us even at full speed. Do you want our crew to die?
I want the crew. The more crew we have, the more we can shoot the bloody thing.
Come on, guys. 6 seconds.
He doesn't get told off for swearing, I see.
Well, it's not Bill's turn yet. I'm seeing if this
Tim.
I mean, are there not people manning the cannons and stuff already?
But they're not enough.
Not enough.
It's one guy, so he's having to load.
One guy, okay. Fine.
Because the less people we have, the less actions we actually have.
Non-believer.
So we normally have 3 actions, so we could actually attack 3 times with a full crew. But with everyone on the floor, we can only have enough to do 1 action per turn.
Is the one guy a non-believer, Arthur? Is that why he's still manning the...
No, he's there
Okay.
because he's incredibly focused on what's going on, and being in the seat of the ballista means that he can't exactly lay down and be in the seat of the ballista. He's got a Lizardfolk basically trying to help him now, but it's not the person that usually does the loading.
So he is a believer or he isn't? Because I need to remember if he is or not.
He is.
Okay.
Okay, fine. I think we'll send everyone back to arms on the pretense that first of all, any deaths are on your hands, Vaela. And
Tim, you basically after that response, 6 seconds. I'm going to give you
Absolutely,
one word
absolutely.
that you can shout out.
Charge!
Yeah, that works. Okay, cool. So everybody sort of gets back up again, ready to move. Bill looks over to Vaela and says, "Seriously, this language is totally unnecessary."
Not now.
And he looks at the creature. Oh, he will do it, but I don't want him to be the one that finishes it. Possibly.
Do I not get an action, or was that whole my turn?
Oh yeah, no, sorry, you do still get an action. Apologies, it's when talking goes on for ages, because that would have been your bonus action essentially.
Oh no, actually, I'm
Okay.
still. I don't really want to touch it. I will. I think I'll use Toll of the Dead instead. My DC is 12. Wisdom.
Well, damn, fails.
Nice. D12. Oh, only a 5. 5 necrotic.
5 necrotic. It hurts, but it's still going. God damn it. Oh, bad roll. Okay, that's fine. I don't like being the person to possibly end things. It looks like very, very, very hurt right now. Like very, very hurt. So Bill fires out an Eldritch Blast perfectly in the direction, and his head doesn't turn or anything.
Hmm.
You can see that this colourful bird is above you now. And then he fires out, but it just it just goes wide, and he's you could see there's a slight frustration on his face. Elizora, we are back up to you.
Nice. 17.
It's a hit.
10.
Great. How do you want to do this?
Like a shotgun, like just straight to the head, you know.
Just you lean over the side, you aim for the head. Just
I told you. Your mother didn't want you dead. Practically going out.
all you hear with your certain link to it in your mind is as your Eldritch Blast fires into, like, as you fire down, it like rips through part of its body continuously down until it finally hits to the head and makes a massive hole through the skull. And that is the end of combat. And I think Bill would then say, well, I have to say, thank you for your help. I'm sure we'll figure out a way to benefit each other, but I hope you wouldn't mind helping me over to my ship. I'd like to see if I can repair it.
Very well.
Is it float?
Is it really
What does
safe?
he have?
I mean,
Oh, it's still sinking.
I mean, I thought,
Where
what happened to
did
this?
the other thing go?
What happened to the other thing? And also, we should probably check to make sure there's no more of these things floating around.
Hawk's doing a check.
Got something else doing a check as well. When the hawk looks around, it can't see anything. He says, "Don't worry, I can't see anything else
Yeah.
coming towards us, and I'm pretty sure our little friend." And he nods ahead towards Taska, even though he isn't looking towards Taska. Our little friend seems to have wandered off, let's say.
Well, as long as they don't wander back.
What have you
your-
done to
your
piss
ship-
those
your-
lot off?
Your ship does require repair. I'm happy to lend you some crew to help with your repair.
There's a pause for a moment. You see the bird above fly over towards the ship, a lot closer, flying round it, and then it flies back. And as it's flying back, he says, "I see. Yes. I can pay you for the materials. Mostly, maybe.
That
I
ship
tell you what, whatever we salvage, you can have.
Fucked.
Yes, maybe I need just some passage. By any chance, you heading to the wreckage?"
Yes. Yes, we are. That is our next
Wonderful.
destination.
Arthur, quick question.
Yep.
I have the spell mending. Is the ship too fucked for that?
Yes, unless you had a lot of materials to replace a lot of stuff.
That's fair. just
Your
figured I
ship
would
is
put it
still
out there.
fine, by the way,
Good.
Taska. So your ship is salvageable if you want to get it. And I think,
like
as
to.
we are at 10:20,
Mhm.
we shall end the session there. Why was dear old Bill attacked?
That's a good question.
How the feck does this guy see? Although I'm sure some of you might have guessed.
He sees through the parrot.
Yep.
He's seeing through
It's
the parrot.
magics.
It's the familiar.
Magics.
Bonded to his familiar and
Dirty
he's
magics.
looking through the parrot.
And who is Mother? Tune in next time on Pirate Adventures.